This is my opening. I am Victor Shadrach Nate Kwechu and welcome to the channel. My guest for today is going to tell us how she started. Help me welcome my guest. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
To Kwechu Global.
I'm so privileged. So my name is Akusya Adomah, the CEO of Adomah the Crocheter. I started this brand 3 years ago when I was in University of Ghana, mainly dealing in crocheting handmade items. So I know a lot of people back in school on campus. I had a lot of friends and they like going to parties, they like outings. And I was really this fashion type.
Yeah.
So I was thinking like, what are some things that they will need? What is much unique in the system? By then, crocheting wasn't really very common then.
Yeah.
All we know is that back in GHS, we just make tablecloths, hats, and stuff.
Yeah.
So it wasn't really very common for someone to pick up a hook and a yarn to create a whole outfit.
So it's called a hook and a yarn?
Yes, a hook.
Okay.
That's what I use. And then the yarn is what I use to create the outfit.
Okay.
So I just came up with the idea. And back in GHS, I didn't even know the basics of crocheting. So I went on YouTube. YouTube taught me everything from scratch.
Wow.
I learned every pattern that you see now on YouTube.
Wow.
So when I mastered this creative art, I decided to come back to the world and teach people my creative art for free on YouTube. Wow. So that's how come I started my YouTube channel this year, January, to teach people how to make this.
Wow. And you are about 5,000 subscribers and more?
Yes, I'm about, it's really amazing because when I started, I didn't know I'll come this far. And it's just consistency, and God has brought me far, and I thank Him. On campus, I was like, I started modeling at first. I used to go to modeling agencies and then try to practice runway, and I just wanted to be a model because my mom was like, I'm dark skinned and I'm slim and all those. So after some time I realized that it wasn't for me.
Wow. It
wasn't for me. Mine was to be reserved and then create something for myself. And I just wanted this thing that will give me much time, like will take some time. You understand? Crocheting is handmade. You take some time to do it. Yeah. I needed to be occupied. And if with my experience, if you are not really occupied, you are always free, you end up in trouble.
Wow.
So I just wanted to be occupied.
Why? What kind of trouble would you end up in?
You might end up, I would say that crocheting has helped me become reserved and stay out of trouble. Okay. You might end up doing things you are not supposed to do. Okay. You understand? So it makes you reserved. You sit down, maybe grab some drink, and then you just create something with your hands. At the end of the day, you just admire it or maybe sell and make money. Okay. So crocheting is something very special to me. It takes about 90% of my time. Wow. As I'm on campus, I'm currently doing my national service. Even when I'm sitting at the front desk, I can't sit without crocheting. Wow. And I'm not doing anything. I just take the hook and yarn and I create something. Wow. So that's how come crocheting is very unique to me, and it takes
like it's dear on your heart.
It's dear on my heart. Yes.
Have you faced challenges as a result of doing this?
I have faced a lot of challenges back in school when I was in 300. Okay. I got pregnant. And like everything changed for me because people were like, "You are pregnant. You have to drop out of school. You can't."
But did you drop out of school?
I didn't.
Great.
I sent my pregnancy to lecture. I never missed any single lecture. Wow. I never missed any single lectures. I was very punctual, even though I'm not very bright. I'm more artistic, but I also take my academics serious. Yeah. I picked shuttle every time to lectures, and then I completed. I also did well, and it's just determination. Don't let what people tell you change your perception. Just keep on doing. Yeah. When I started crocheting, when I show you my first project, you would be surprised. You'll be like, this is really bad.
Yeah.
This is really bad.
Yeah.
But as I went on to practice consistently,
yeah.
I can now say I am at intermediate level. I'm doing well, and I'm exploring other scents, other types of fashion. I also want to open up a big fashion brand and add sewing too, because it was part of the agenda.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I just want to know, what are some lessons that you have learned as a result of doing crochet, and then maybe in life? What are some lessons you have learned?
Anything you want to do, you must be determined. When we are starting a crochet project and you just make a chain is the basic step of crocheting. Maybe you make a chain and you just look at a chain, you would be like, when am I going to finish this? Like, this is so frustrating. I'm supposed to make this dress. How am I going to finish this thing?
Yeah.
You just sit down and wonder, and then if you let it get to you, you just be at your comfort zone, being worried.
Yeah.
But if you step up and continue with your stitches, you will get there. Everything is a process. You start from scratch. That is what crocheting has taught me. So anytime I start something, I know I'm starting from scratch, and I'll get there. As I started from YouTube, I wasn't really worried because other people from other African countries also started. So far, I can say I'm one of the first Ghanaians to start based in Ghana, but a lot of Ghanaians also do these crochet tutorials. Wow. So I was in competition with other African countries. When they started, they really had the backing from Uganda, from Kenya, from Nigeria. They really had the backing. Akusya, where are you? You are still at 60 subscribers. You are still at 100 subscribers. They have about 3,000 subscribers. I didn't let it put me down. I know I have a different pattern. So whatever happens, you get there. Don't rush. That is how YouTube is, and that is how crocheting is too.
And I know you are married as well. I just want to know, how has crocheting and marriage and all that affected you in a way that, I mean, we can learn from?
Okay, so marriage, I can't say I have the best marriage, or say I learn new things because I was very young when I got married, and a lot of people were like, you are young, you shouldn't get married. But it's a personal decision that you decide to make, and everyone has his or her behavior and how to make it work. I must say, being a mother has been difficult for me. Combining something I love, which is time consuming, and then being a mother. But being a wife, as I said, I'm now, I'm now learning. So yes, you have a lot of responsibilities that you have to go ahead and do as a mother. You have to bath the child. When you are done, even when you are recording tutorials, the baby wants to grab the camera. A lot of challenges, because I do crochet tutorials, and it can take me a week to film. Wow. Yes, I film maybe two hours a day, or sometimes 3 hours a day, because it's a very time-consuming project. And when it's not like you go outside and then you go and vlog, and you can take a day. It takes a long time for you to formulate. So I actually, sometimes after work, I have to go back home and then film for maybe 2 hours and edit. So it's a whole lot. I'm not doing it for money. I'm doing it because others are going to benefit. And that's what makes me happy. I started selling my outfits from scratch. Like when I learned, after 2 months, I opened an Instagram page. And I just post my products for other people who are interested to see. And a lot of people, by then, that was 3 years ago, a lot of people were like, oh, this is cool and all this stuff. But now the competition is high. Every lady
a lot of people are doing
it. So I was like, okay, let me teach. So sometimes I write down patterns. It's another way of making money. So I write down patterns, maybe sell for 5 years. They pay for patterns. I make free videos as well on YouTube, and then I sell the patterns. That one makes more money than YouTube. Yes, and then you can sell your outfits. Once a while, someone can have a custom order, and then you sell to them. So that's how you make some small coins. But it depends on strategy. If you want to do it full time, you use strategy to get more people buying your stuff. I think this is my second time doing a cardigan. I mostly do summer outfits.
Okay.
Because Africa is hot and everyone wants to go to the beach.
Yeah.
But when I started YouTube, I have some white audience that are like, Akusya, you are doing summer outfits every time. I've never seen you doing a cardigan. Yeah. So it took me about a month to do this. Wow. This is a cropped cardigan. So that's why it's short. This is a cropped cardigan. And the design you see in the middle, we call it grab gun.
Okay.
We call it grab gun. I had a picture that I wanted. You just look at the picture and then you as you are crocheting along,
you are adding it.
You are adding the colors.
This is a very
handmade.
So this is a very like a time consuming thing to do.
You can even see that some of the stitches.
Yeah.
You have to cut it and then weave in. It's a whole lot. It's called grab gun. It's one of the most complicated crochet designs you can ever do. So this, I think this is my second one. The first one I did was for my daughter. So this is my second one. It took me about a month to come up with
So who's gonna wear this? An adult or a child?
An adult is stretchy.
You can wear it yourself?
Small, yes.
Okay.
This is size small.
Okay.
But you can do it for children.
It's very heavy too.
Yeah, very heavy and thick.
Wow.
But yes, and these are some stitches. These are some designs you can.
Yeah.
Crocheting is a whole lot broader than what we see in our JHS when we're just making tablecloths. It's a whole big business outside.
Yeah.
When you go outside and I'm making this, I can sell this for a huge sum of money because they really pay attention to handmade.
Yeah.
And this one is like drawing something. You see artists.
Yeah.
So people. So this is my first.
My mother even used to teach me this. I used to learn these things when I was a child, and I was a bit interested in it because at the point I would go to the market and go and buy the things you call it, the needle and this thing.
Yes, the needle.
I used to buy it and then do it myself.
The cousin of crocheting. This is called knitting. This is the one with the 2 pins.
Okay.
So you do the movements with the 2 pins.
Okay.
These are the ones that when you watch movies, you see old women doing.
Old women, exactly.
This is another, people were saying it went on YouTube and I learned this. It took me about 3 hours.
So YouTube taught you all of this?
YouTube taught me everything for scratch.
You didn't have to even go to school for it?
You don't need to. Everything is online.
Wow.
Except that some people are not easy. Like they can't look at something on the phone and grasp it. They need one-on-one help. Yeah. But I'm someone that if I see anything on the phone, except makeup, I can't do makeup. I can watch makeup tutorials, but I can never grab it. Wow. But anything that deals with knitting, cutting, crocheting, I can just look on my phone and grab it.
Yeah, then you're just in the fashion world.
Yes.
I used to do this one as well.
You just use one. That one is called crocheting. Okay. And this one is called knitting.
Okay. If anybody wants to purchase your
item. I'm currently planning to open a store.
Okay.
Where I can sell both African wear, these handmade items as well, both for kids and adults. So it's in the line, but for now I sell my stuffs on Instagram. Okay. So if you go on Instagram, Adomah _crocheter is my Instagram handle. I'm also on Facebook, Akusya Adomah, and also on Twitter as Akusya Donko.
Okay. So we'll put her links, her details in the description section. Please get in touch with her, get to learn, get to buy her stuff, and let's get to promote Ghana-made products.